Okay, so as you can see, chroma key is not on, and you can see my green screen, which normally I would have chroma key on, but the reason I don't for this video is because I'm recording this on Halloween, and if you just give me a chance to explain, well, I don't think I need to explain now. Okay, so I completely forgot I had this in my closet. This is like, I need to stick my head out. Give me a sec. I forgot I had this in my closet, and I wore it like once on the channel, and that was back when I reacted to memes on my channel back in like 2021. And the reason I have my green screen here instead of actually using chroma key is because for some reason, when I turn on chroma key, my entire suit or outfit or costume disappears along with the green screen for some random reason, even though it's not even green. But I usually record with my green screen behind me when I record Mario Kart Tour, so I thought it would be fine. Anyways, so let me point out the elephant in the room. Mario Kart Tour is dead. Okay, well, maybe not dead, but like we're not getting any more new content. So I thought, what better time to make a city track tier list? Because we have every single city track, the last one being Madrid Drive. So I thought it'd be pretty fun just to make a tier list. Now, mind you, I have never made a tier list on the channel. I did get close one time when I ranked the bonus challenges in Mario Kart Tour, but that wasn't really a tier list. That was just ranking them from worst to best. So we're actually going to be making a tier list here. And oh my god, what is going on here? We're actually going to be making a tier list going from the very first city track, New York Minute, to the last one, Madrid Drive. And once again, this tier list is very, very subjective, so your opinions might vary. So just keep that in mind, okay? Anyways, we're gonna get straight into this tier list, starting off with New York Minute. Okay, I gotta say, New York Minute is an absolute classic, specifically for me because I'm a day one player, and this was the very first city track, like ever. I remember when this first came out, I thought to myself, like, why didn't they add New Donk City from Super Mario Odyssey? But then again, I had no idea that city tracks were going to become a constant thing. They were going to reoccur over and over again. So, I mean, it's a classic, and I love it. Like, I don't find anything wrong with it, but honestly, even though it's a classic, I don't think I would put it up there as my favorite. So I might just give it just an A tier. It's good, but not the greatest. All right, Tokyo Blur is next. Tokyo Blur, one downside, especially for Tour, it is very, very short. And when it comes to Mario Kart Tour, I don't like no short tracks. Short tracks are just a big no-no for me. But, I mean, it's really not that bad. Despite it being short, like, it's really not a bad track. I think the music is okay, and also it's pretty aesthetically pleasing. So, I'm just gonna give it a B tier. Honestly, like, it's pretty average. Can I, like, move forward a bit? Can I please just move forward, like, maybe a little bit? Paris. Okay, so Paris, I'm probably just gonna put it in the exact same tier as New York Minute. It is very, very aesthetically pleasing. The music is pretty good. I don't think it's bad. I don't think the music is bad. But it definitely suits the track. We're in France. It suits it very well. And it's also very aesthetically pleasing. I love the Eiffel Tower, obviously, because it's France. And in general, I like the design of the track. So don't hate it. I actually really love it. So I'm going to give it just a solid A tier. Just keep it up there. Solid A tier. London Loop. You know, in all honesty, I never had, like, any strong opinions of London Loop. I have seen it quite a bit, and it's a classic for me as well because it's one of the more earlier city tracks. Any, like, early city tracks or one of the first city tracks, it's always just a classic for me because I'm a very older player. So London Loop, I mean, it's good, and it's a classic for me, but I never had strong opinions on it. So I think I'm just going to give this one a B tier as well. Probably the same one as Tokyo Blur. Vancouver Velocity. Oh, yes, you are going all the way up there. I love Vancouver Velocity. I love it. Because this came out, like the first time Vancouver Velocity came out, it came out in the wintertime. And at that time, there was just something about the winter time with me and Mario Kart Tour. There was just something about it. The track is very aesthetically pleasing. I love the music. And no, I'm not liking it just because I'm Canadian. I don't actually live in Vancouver. Spoiler alert. But no, I actually love the music, the course design, the aesthetic, and just how I felt when the track came out. I really like this track, so that's probably going to be the only one in S tier, unless there's something else really good I can find. Los Angeles Laps. I was never the biggest fan of Los Angeles Laps. I mean, I didn't mind it. Like, I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world. And also, I don't think I've played Los Angeles Laps too much to have a strong opinion. So, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna put it in, I don't think I'm gonna put it in B tier. I'll put it in C instead. No strong opinions, and I just haven't played Los Angeles Laps that much. So, I don't know. It's not really to the middle level. It's just a step below that. No serious hate to Los Angeles Laps, I swear, okay? No serious hate. I think it's just okay. Like, it's just okay. That's it. Literally no other comment. Berlin Byways. Okay, Berlin Byways, I was going to put it in A tier, but I think I might just put it up there with Vancouver Velocity. First of all, the music freaking bangs, and for it being in Berlin, it's got like a very good track design, like how the sides are kind of just closed in, or at least most of them. Most of the sides are kind of like, they got bars a little bit, they're closed in, and also there's cars that are driving and it leads to obstacles. I think that's a really nice touch for Berlin especially. When it comes to aesthetics of the track, I wouldn't say it's like the greatest thing ever, but it's good, it's up there. But because of how good the music is and how much I love the freaking track design and obstacles, how good I think that it fits the track, I'm gonna put it in S tier. I really love Berlin Byways. I really do. Sydney Sprint. The track and tour of which my channel actually started to pop off. Okay, I was actually going to put it in A tier, but I considered one thing, and that just makes me put it in B tier. That's what it's gonna make me put it in B tier. And what I'm thinking of is the extremely long flat road in the normal version. Like, it's so, like, just one big flat road, and it's so easy to lose your combo on that road. Unless you get a frenzy, then you're good, but if you don't get one, then you're in trouble. But overall though, I do actually like the music, and I like the aesthetic. Track design, don't like it. Well, I mean, it's alright, but like, that one long road, boo, don't like it. Really just don't like it. No thank you. Singapore Speedway. See, if this was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I would actually put it in S tier, but honestly, I'm gonna put it in A. I never hated Singapore Speedway. I think it's very, like, aesthetically pleasing. I absolutely love the track design, and the music is awesome. If you listen to the remix of this track for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that's a whole different story. And if we were talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I would absolutely put it in S tier. But we're talking about Tour here, and the Tour version is just a little bit worse than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Amsterdam Drift. Okay, right off the get-go, I was not the biggest fan of Amsterdam Drift. I thought it was boring and that the music was also pretty boring. So I think that's gonna be my first D tier. I wouldn't say anything is bad. I'd just say that the track layout, the music, and a little bit of the aesthetic is just boring. Like, I don't see anything big happening in Amsterdam Drift. I just think it's boring. That's literally it. I just think it's boring. So, therefore, not my favorite city track. Sorry, guys. Bangkok Rush. I mean, I never hated the track, but I haven't raced on it enough to build a proper opinion. I'm honestly just gonna put it with Los Angeles Laps. I do like the aesthetic, however. The aesthetic is absolutely beautiful, but other than that, I haven't raced on it that much. No strong opinions. It's just like Los Angeles Laps. It's just kind of there. Like, that's gonna get a C tier. It's just kind of there. No strong opinions. I'm starting to get a little bit hot in this costume. Athens Dash. Athens Dash is a pretty good track. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in A tier. Athens Dash does actually have quite a bit of shortcuts. Not saying that any other of these tracks do. Like, I'm pretty sure some of them do. But this one, is the one where I remember they had the most shortcuts. I remember the shortcuts the most, and you know I like me my shortcuts. I love me my shortcuts. Because of that, I think it's a great addition for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The shortcuts is a lot to work with. So, you know, even if you're trying to score, like, even playing this in multiplayer, that is actually pretty good because it's got the shortcuts. But anyways, enough about shortcuts. I really love the track layout, okay? I love the track layout. I love the obstacles. Well, the only obstacle I remember was you're driving on, like, some kind of hill that has mountains and grass, and there's boulders that fall from the mountains and go on the road, and those boulders are obstacles. That's what I remember as an obstacle. And I think that's very, very creative. Then I think it was the end of the track. That's pretty cool as well. You're driving in, well, you're driving between a bunch of stone pillars. I don't really know what they are, to be honest. I just think they're stone pillars. You got like 3 entrances to work with. I'm just going off what I remember, but I remember the track being pretty cool, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. I like it. Rome Avanti. I have barely seen this track. I think it was like, well, this is the second to last city track until Madrid Drive came along. Madrid Drive, they just made a bunch of variations and just like, they finished like every single variation quickly before tour ended. And then there's Rome Avanti, which does have variations, but most of them took forever to come out. And I don't really have any strong opinions on Rome Avanti. I'm honestly gonna put it in D tier with Amsterdam Drift. This one, like, I also kind of see it as just there, but like, I don't see it enough and I don't play on it enough to the point where I feel like it's just not there. Like, it's just straight up not there. So, one of them's boring and the other one's just not there. That's what we got in D tier. And finally, we have Madrid Drive. Madrid Drive, I raced on it quite a bit, and I think it's pretty good. I do like the aesthetic, however. The aesthetic is pretty cool. The track design is pretty good as well. I mean, everything is just like, I'm nodding my head to it, so it's kind of just like in the middle. Like, my feelings are in the middle. Like, there's not one side, there's not the other, it's just in the middle. So, therefore, it's gonna go in the middle tier, which is B tier. I'm gonna put Madrid Drive in B tier. Yeah, again, I did get to play this track a lot before we got notified that tour was basically ending. So yeah, I do have some opinions on this track, but not really strong ones. So I'm just gonna leave it in B tier. Alright, that is gonna do it for today's video. Now this was my first ever tier list on the channel, and if you guys did enjoy, please let me know, and let me know what kind of other tier lists I can do on the channel. Also, if there's a track that you would put in a different tier, let me know, because I'm actually really curious to know what you guys think about these tracks. I know there's going to be different opinions about Amsterdam Drift and Rome Avanti, so if you actually like those tracks, let me know. Just, like, put your opinion in the comments, let me know. I'd be happy to read it. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed my first ever tier list on the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Ranked.